It's crazy like how much on the internet you have done though, because when I was in DC, I had a client I was working with, and he was just out of nowhere was like, "Yeah, man, I watched your podcast," and I was like, "You follow me on Instagram?" He was like, "Nah, I follow Strategy." And I was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Yeah, I've been following him since Chicago." And he was like always the guy that was like that guy that was out there DJing that could fuck the bitches that you think he couldn't, or
Yeah, that was
that he was
literally
like
my
the
whole
chubby
brand.
DJ that was like, I fuck bitches and I party hard, and you know I'm naked 24/7. Get with it or not. You know?
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human
On some David Goggins shit.
On some like, I'm here, let's work out.
Like you're gonna be like you're waking me up at fucking 7 a.m. and pouring water on my face and shit.
Yeah.
And like shooting guns while I'm trying to.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna just be
clothes
shooting
on
guns
or what.
Yeah, we can do shit like that, but more like firecrackers.
Well, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That might work.
Yeah.
But if you were down, I could definitely put that up. And then only time you could leave or be away from like the grind, the workout, or the struggle, or whatever the fuck it would be, is when you're either working on this or when you're DJing. And like, bro, 2 weeks.
I gotta be honest.
Lose at least 20, 30 pounds.
2 weeks, 30 pounds.
If you want to try it, bro, I promise.
If I lost 30 pounds right now, I would be lighter than I was at 18.
Bro, dude, your diet.
Which would be insane.
I could definitely make that.
Do you think I'd be able to get as much pussy as you get if I lost 30 pounds and went through your training program?
You could get way more than that.
I thought you were going to say you could try.
No. That's not even hard these days, brother.
Are you wifed up right now?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just
chilling,
focusing
bro.
on the right things.
Man, it's more about like business and just setting my life up now for like the future, because you know, talking with the people that are like, yo, like you're about to really blow up, like you have a potential to make some odd hundreds of million, or you know, $1 million or this amount of money, hundreds of thousands or whatever per fight. When you get to that like that professional level, you need to have your shit built now. Like no more falling off and getting back in the club like after a fight. No more just picking up some random bitch because she's sexy, fine, she meets all the criterias, but she ain't really someone I can take home to mom. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
why am I with her? Why am I with her? You know what I mean? Why am I going out into this? Why am I out on a Tuesday when I'm a professional fighter getting bottle service on a Tuesday? It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be training and chilling. Like, bro, I beat my body up and I break myself down, and I have a lot of injuries right now as well. Like, I have 3 slip discs in my neck. I have 5 really, but 3 that are like actually bulging into like the thecal sac or whatever. And then I have 3 in my spine, like my back. And I'm going through like pain management right now for that. And that shit fucking sucks. But, man, just with all this shit going on, like if I'm off and I'm not focused on me, bro, I'm not even going to even touch half of that money.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like,
no.
Like, I gotta set myself up right now, and that's from like last year or whenever I got on here before to like now. It's like I feel like I've evolved into a whole new man.
Yeah,
You know
I definitely want to get into that because, well, just real quick, this episode 101, Party with Strategy podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. The champ is here, Charles Baylor, episode 101, but appearance number 2.
Yes, sir.
And I was going to say, I haven't really seen you. I ran into you at Target for that 1 second, but before that, I haven't seen you since we did that podcast, really.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot's changed just from following you on socials. You went to a different city for a little while. There's been a lot, and we got to get into it for sure.
Yeah.
But also, while it's on my mind, is part of your training program as a fighter, when you're really in it, when you're 100%, like let's say you got a fight coming up, you're on all your P's and Q's, you're not slipping up, your eyes on the prize, you're doing everything you need to do. Are you not masturbating at that time? Do you save the testosterone in your semen?
That's a good.
Is that
question.
part of the program?
So there's a couple ways that we've done it, and like me and my brother have had to like very, very much experiment these things. And it's funny that you even asked this because a lot of people don't even think about this shit.
Oh, well, I think about
But it's like-
masturbating way more than most
Well, I'm
people.
talking
I
about
think.
like the testosterone levels, your performance, and like the data reading. Like
Yeah.
how fast you're running a mile, how fast you ran it the next day. Did you beat off? Did you not beat off? Did you fuck a bitch? Did you get your dick sucked? Did you put any effort into fucking nutting, or would you just sitting back and you busted? Like, is there a correlation between like you having to put your effort out and losing your energy to bust, or can I sit back and still bust and then it regenerate itself and I don't really lose my APTD, my APT, whatever the fuck it is, like my,
See, I've never even
glucosamine, whatever the fuck it is. I always forget these
I've
names.
never thought about it that deep. But
Well,
that
you have to.
Those are the questions.
When I'm talking about like being a legend, like a lot of people are like, man, you're bullshitting. Like, bro, I'm really on some shit where like the next time I pop out, I'm not gonna be the same human. Like, I don't.
You're in the cocoon right now.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't go into the darkness to just go fuck around.
Right.
Like, I don't go into a depression for no fucking reason.
Right.
Like, I push myself into the darkest place of my mind. I put myself into a place where I'm sleeping on the floor with my dog. I put myself where I don't have a house. I put myself into a place where I don't have nowhere to go during the day. So all I do is fucking go to the bayou or go to the memorial or wherever, depending on certain shit. Like a couple years ago, bro, I had 3 houses. You know what I mean? My homeboys stayed in 2 of them. I stayed in my own, and I helped paid all the rent. You know, we do X, Y, Z. Everything's cool. Now, bro, I cashed out all that shit. I don't fuck with no one. I'm not in the streets. I'm not doing nothing. Like, all I do is work, you know, on the weekends at the bar if I pick up a shift. And then I just train, you know, on my time. And it's like if I was to bust to get back to your question, because I just got off topic. But if I was to bust, I need to bust a few times every day, constantly throughout the whole cycle. So then 2 weeks or a week before, I will stop, but my body will keep making that much testosterone. So that would be just fucking.
So you're tricking your body. You're depleting it, so your body's making more of it.
But then right before
then
your fight,
save it up.
Stop and just save that shit up. That's what Tyson Fury does.
Really?
That's why Tyson Fury is literally a monster. People don't
No,
understand.
that's part of it?
I promise. That's his secret, bro. No one understands. His secret is that right there, the semen retention or the semen, I guess, reloading, whatever. And then you
the
have
semen reservoir that you're
yeah,
building
just
in your
whatever
ball
the
sack.
fuck you're doing. He has that, and then he works with the most top tier performance dietitians that are on the face of the planet that's ever been known.
Yeah.
And those are the people that I learned from, that mentored me in a way through their teachings. And that's why I am so good at cutting weight, and I can do this shit on my own, and I can help other people cut weight. And I speak so highly and confidently when I tell you, like, yo, you come work out with me, you do X, Y, Z. I make sure to watch over what you eat. I push you in these certain ways. I have 1, 2, 3 comes out.
I have no doubt in my mind that's true.
It is
if
hard,
you lived in my crib and made me do ridiculous things.
Well, it's not even that. It's just I show you, like, during certain areas of your time, of your day, you forget about this 15 minutes and this 20 minutes and this 30 minutes. And then you also forget about, you have impulses, and sometimes you don't understand your impulses. Like, you got to go really deep into your mind. Like, you'll start to figure out traumas. When you start really, really breaking yourself down in a physical way, you start to go into a mental format. When you go into the mental format, you have to understand the spiritual format. And then when you understand that, it's like when I master spiritual, I master mental. When I master mental, I master my body. But everyone tries to do it the opposite way, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? People don't have no control of their life.
Right.
Like, guys are just out there trying to fuck. They're just so like fucked up because they have no control of their mental, and they're all in the physical body, just stuck in lust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. I
It's
definitely
like a whole different shit, bro.
feel
I
it.
can't even like it's.
No, let me.
I'm saying it's a lifestyle thing. I'd have to be here every day to explain it.
No, I get it. And this brings me to something that is prominent in my life at the moment. I listened recently to a video. Do you know who Ram Dass is?
Man, it sounds familiar. I watch a lot of
He's
podcasts.
like
and a lot of
Alan
stuff.
Watts, old
Okay.
school, like philosopher
I think I
kind
know
of
what you're talking
dude, like
about.
a free your mind, everyone is one
Rishi type of
person,
shit.
like
Yeah,
Rishi
yeah.
spiritual.
Yeah, I think I know
Like
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I listened to there's a video called Becoming Ram Dass, and it's a lecture that he gave, and it's about how he became the person that he was. He was like, at first I was this scientist, and I started to question like myself because I was walking around as if I knew things. I'm a very highly educated scientist that has dedicated his life to research, and I have all this knowledge, and me and all of my coworkers, we're these people that walk around as if we know things, but like really we don't know shit.
You don't know shit. You know what someone else wrote down in a book that someone else wrote down in a book that someone else told somebody. That's why I don't believe none of this shit.
That, and also like we just don't know. Like we think, like even you think you know who you are, but at the end of the day, his big thing was like, who are you after you're done being the person that you think you're supposed to be?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been at that point? Have you hit that point where you're like you mastered that human or that thing or that entity or that personality that you wanted to push into your existence of who you are, and you might not even understand you did, but you did. Like
it's like the ego, like there's two things happening in your body, in your mind, is like you are a human being, you are a creature, you're a thing that has this brain that is biologically wired, and like if you don't have enough water, you know that you need to go get water. It's like survival instinct type shit, like just straight animal human being creature mind. But then you also have your mind. You have Charles Baylor's mind.
Yeah.
You have your mind that was sort of crafted by where you were born and who raised you and what you watch and what you listen to and like all these things.
I
there's
break
always
these down. I break all these things down in patterns, and I also train my clients this way, especially when I do hand-to-hand combat with like I can't even really talk about it, but like the agents or the operatives that I trained in DC. Okay, those guys, we break it down into ways where it's like everything is like a folder, if you get what I'm saying.
in your mind.
In your mind.
Right.
Like every personality, everything that you had to do, all these different things are like folders that you can tap in and out of.
Mm-hmm.
And once you understand how to compartmentalize all those different things, you start to see what everything is and who you are and what you can be, what you aren't, what you don't like, what you like, what works, what doesn't. And it kind of like, you just look back and you're like, what the fuck am I? How can I do this? And it's like the more you think about it, the more you do things like a computer, the more it works.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about.
You're turning people into AI is how
I'm just like rewiring your thought. Like in my head, I have a screen, like the TV right there.
Yeah.
And when I think about stuff, it's like shit comes across my screen, and like it's like my traumas are in like a folder. And when you hit, like say I hit drum kits, ping, 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 it goes into it. But it's like trauma. And then there's like trauma 1. Then you go into trauma, and it goes like inside the trauma, it like goes into another one.
Yeah.
And so it just takes it inside, if you get what I'm saying.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. But like the whole like two mind thing is all based upon getting your self, your mind that was created through just living life, to
like your instinctual mind,
not instinctual mind, the mind that tells your subconscious, the mind that tells your ego, the mind that tells you, like you were telling me before this started that some kid was talking shit about me, and you were like, yo, I don't know if really he meant it that way, like you might have taken it the wrong way, like I know my boy, he's not really a dick like that. And I thank you for sticking up for me. I appreciate that. But like that dude's ego got in his way. You know what I'm saying? We had a conversation and he felt a certain way about it and held on to that. And like, it's all about getting that out, just really living in the moment and letting what is actually happening sink in, and reading
The room,
the
basically,
other
yeah.
person or the room or whatever it is you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that little whispering mind that fucking, you should go get some pizza, you should get some
Or you're
pussy,
hungry or
you
something,
should
yeah.
that little fucking thing that fucks with you, that you're on a mission, you're trying to become the best. You don't want to put no garbage in your body, you don't want to shoot any loads on any booties.
See, and that's the thing, like when I think about that, I do think about like those are kind of like instincts though, like, you know what I mean, in a way.
Yeah, they are, but it's like, what drives you to actually do it? For it to come up is an instinct. For you to be like horny, for you to see a hot girl and be like, oh fuck, I want to fuck.
So you're talking
like,
about the part of your mind that actually chooses to go do it.
exactly.
Okay. So you okay? Oh, that used to be my you. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
You feel me?
I broke it down. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. Because it's like there's also this other incredible book. It's called The Power of Now. And it's dope. It's all about like living in the moment and not paying attention to what your mind's trying to tell you and taking you out of the moment. And like this dude came to the realization that there was two things happening in his head when he said to himself, I can't live with myself anymore. He's like, there's I and there's myself. You know what I'm saying?
There's me, myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to one of my homies the other day, and he's a director of a movie. We're going through this whole thing, and we're just talking about like potential movies in the future, and we were talking about me, myself, and my mom. You know, it's like living at home, but it's like you got you, and then you got your thoughts.
Yes.
And then you got your fucking mom.
Yeah.
It's just like you can't move back home, bro. It's like
it's just I feel like this
everything is like your mind is already bitching at you to get the fuck out. Then you got your mom bitching at you to get the fuck out. You're like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I already bitch at myself enough. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I understand what you're saying. It's crazy when you think like that, and even if you like just YouTube Alan Watts and just listen to that motherfucker talk, you're gonna be blown.
Yeah, that all these dudes, Eckhart Tolle, Alan Watts, Ram Dass, they're all in the same sort of sphere. They're all talking the same kind of thing.
It's like harmony when they speak, dude. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, they say something that just brings you to such a realization of like how not really real shit is. Like we think it's so,
but that's a
real and important and like
that they put on you, bro. Yeah. Like everyone needs to go back and look at history, bro. When you look at history, you start to see what the fuck is what happens here, what happened there, what transitioned here, what kind of marketing thing they hit here, what kind of fucking politic bullshit did they do this, like you can start getting into some really fucked up conspiracies that aren't conspiracies anymore, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like on that type of time.
Yeah, you might find yourself traveling over to Epstein's Island, going deep down in that rabbit hole.
I would rather not. I would need a team of people with fucking lock and loads. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing all that.
Yeah,
those motherfuckers ain't playing no games, bro.
Yeah, no,
they literally hit the Pentagon the day after they reported all that shit.
Wait, so
9/11 type shit, like that was the day before that they were reporting about all this trillions of dollars missing. They can't figure it out. Boom.
Wait, so do you think that 9/11 was an inside job?
Bro, I mean,
it looks a little
like,
fishy,
honest,
right? It looks a little fishy, right?
Honest, I don't like to just because we're on what we're on.
We're on the internet, but
but not just that. But it's like, you know, we can't say certain things in certain situations because of how certain things are, and that should show that certain things are controlled by certain things because certain things happen.
yeah. I mean,
like, I'm not trying. I've done a lot of research.
You don't want to get my video taken down. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Like, I don't want to get you banned, like, bro. Like that shit happens fast. Like,
yeah,
that should happen like this.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's a lot of hard work.
It's a fun combo though. I mean, that's
don't
the
get me wrong.
fucked up part.
I believe in this shit. Like, I really do. I believe in a lot. And like one of my homeboys, like RIP, like me and him used to be on some shit, and he was always on like the dark web, bro.
Yeah.
And it's crazy like how everything happened, but like we were on the dark web going through some shit, and he was talking about like Trump and how all this shit was happening, and how there's like these kids in this all black women's school, and all these girls went missing, and and there was no cameras, but there's only this one camera. It showed them walking towards this one building, and they disappeared. And then Trump said like his dude in the FBI to go figure it out, and they found tunnels from there to like either some. Basically, they found tunnels like that went to the White House. That's what they supposedly said, and and Trump like concreted everything underneath and like basically destroyed the whole shit and made sure that nobody could ever use those tunnels again. And it was like, damn, now I want to sit down with Trump and talk to him about it and see if that's like real, you know? Because it's like if certain things happen and certain things are this way, bro, I want to know the truth.
Yeah, you
People
trying to
over
get an
here
invite to
lying about
Mar-a-Lago?
Bro, I need an invite somewhere he's at, and he needs to send me the jet because I'm not paying that pricey.
Yeah.
Pricey
He'll fly you out.
I know he would. He got that's
He'll fly you out.
that man.
Maybe he'll have you in for 2 weeks and you can fucking get his diet right. You know he loves McDonald's.
McDonald's is not bad. It's bad for you, but it ain't bad.
Yeah, that's
Depends on what you
facts.
get. Them pickles ain't that good.
Nah, it's garbage pickles, bro. Garbage pickles.
Garbage onions, too.
HEB got the good pickles.
And
I got the good pickle,
I will
actually.
say Kroger's got the better watermelon.
Okay, all right.
That bitch sweet.
Okay, I
But
haven't
it might
been.
be fake. It might be like kind of juiced up.
Yeah, a
I
little
was like,
Monsanto action on there.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
The Monsanto melons.
Oh, I never had that. Where's that from?
Monsanto is the company that owns Roundup and sprays all the Roundup on the shit and like
you're dead, dude.
genetically enhances the
Yeah, you're
fruits and
gone.
fucking.
Dude, you
That's
heard,
why
heard
there's
about the
chicken-
corn? You heard about the corn?
Yeah, the corn. That's
Bro.
all Monsanto.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
See, and this is the shit that I stay away from, and this is what I meant by like you need to learn the ancient history of shit. Learn where shit started getting fucking weird,
Yeah.
and then go back to what was before, and you start doing it. You're like, wow, I feel so good. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, we've gone so far. We've gone so deep. Like even medically, like you know, everyone just takes a pill for something.
Trash. That's so trash.
We've forgotten about the basics of like even something as simple as just breathing. Like if you can breathe more properly, because I can guarantee you don't actually know how to breathe. Like you're breathing, you have life inside of your body, but you're not doing it correctly.
Exactly. You're not really using your lungs properly. You're not breathing in your nose and pushing it in, and then waiting a second to let your body absorb, and then pressing out. And then some people, this is a very I guess loose topic because no one really talks about it, but it's like how much air do you walk around in your lungs? So it's like I ask my clients all the time and my fighters like where do you feel comfortable walking around at? Like some people and then they breathe from here and it's like and when they breathe in they get back to a full chest.
Yeah.
You know, I walk around with like deflated lungs damn near. I feel like
right.
I don't even really use it, and it's like there's like a certain correlation between like how much air you have and how much you don't use and and how much CO2 your body or whatever it is your body can like deal with, and how much oxygen you don't need to make you a better athlete. So it's like you don't actually need to like breathe as much. Your body deals with like no oxygen better, you know what I'm saying, like type shit.
Yeah, and being conscious about your breathing and sinking into your body and feeling what's happening while you're breathing and you know, having intent in what you're doing and being able to control those muscles on command is I would imagine a huge part of fighting. Like when I was a younger kid and I went to this Evanston boxing gym after I was delivering Jimmy John's sandwiches, I go over there and get a little workout in. My boy Marco seen me on the treadmill and I was running and I was all out of breath and I'm breathing all crazy, and he was like, bro, you can't control the fight if you can't even control your breath.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get tired and you think that breathing is just whatever it is, just happening without you even doing anything. But really, if you get in there and you can control your breath, you'll be able to control yourself more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And the fight, apparently.
100%. Because if you can't breathe, you can't think. If you can't think, you're getting waxed.
Yeah.
Because if I'm thinking and you're not, you're out of there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 100%. I had a question I was about to ask. I forgot what it was.
Yeah. Just talking to that mic a little closer. You're talking.
So
you got the CBD volume right now.
CBD volume. Okay, so this was something I was gonna ask. So when you go free ball, you don't ever like bust your nuts and hurt your stomach? Like you don't just walk around and like make a hard left and that bitch just donk and be like, oh
no,
bro.
I have humongous balls too.
Okay, I didn't want to ask that, but I was gonna be like, yo, like I feel like I got bull balls. And
I got large.
I gotta wear like spandex to move around. I can't bartend without no draws on.
I got matzo balls, is what I got, really.
So they just kind of like don't even
gefilte
really
fish.
go nowhere because they're already like pressed against your cheeks.
No, I have big fucking balls when it's hot. It's hot when it's humid in Houston, and like my sack is just hanging down to like my knees almost, and it's like I feel you what you're thinking. Like you thinking like your shit's swinging around this and that, but like I think that we were made to not wear underwear. I think that the underwear, in the same way that like, you know, medicine is fucking some people up, I think underwear is fucking people up because your body's not doing with your nuts what it's supposed to be doing because it has this carriage on it. It has this, it's resting in this thing. It's like, oh, it's taken care of. We don't have to do anything down there. But when you're free balling, when you're completely free, like we should be, I mean, I'm trying to get to loincloth status. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring it all the way back. Your body handles what needs to be handled. I mean, and that's also why you look at somebody's balls. I don't know how many balls you've seen. I've seen a lot of balls. One hangs lower than the other always.
I was wondering if something was fucked up or not. I was
always.
Like, hold on.
We're built like that because if they were both next to each other and they got smashed, they'd smash into each other. But if one's lower than the other, they automatically go one on top of the other.
That's lit.
You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Biohacking.
Hey, that's crazy. Okay. So you don't really bust your balls?
No, I have no. I swear to God, like since not wearing underwear, since starting to free ball, I just feel good. My hips feel looser.
It does make you feel better. I know that because I do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll free ball, but I'm saying I was like, damn, I'm doing athletic shit. I can't do that. And then
I feel you. Maybe if you're boxing and shit, I feel like if you're in a fight, you probably want some underwear on.
But I will say this.
Or you wear a cup, right?
I don't really be wearing the cups like
you don't fuck with the cups.
I mean, you have to wear a cup, but I don't wear no like cup. You know,
right.
I wear like the groin protector shit.
Okay.
But I will say like if you free balling and then you have like shorts on, and like you pull the shorts up where it kind of feels like you don't even have shorts on, where like it's over your stomach.
Yeah.
You do feel like your body moves more. And when I own my own gym in the Woodlands, like I did this shit one time where I was just in the gym, butt ass naked, bro, just shadow boxing.
Oh, that's got to be incredible.
I was like, wow.
That's got to be incredible. I want to DJ naked.
The 100%, I went, wow. Like I was just doing my thing, and I was just like, dude, because your body, you forget, and this is something that if you tap into like prison, schools, they both look the exact same. The reason we're sat down is because we were supposed to be like on our spinal pump that's supposed to pump our spinal fluid, and it shuts off if you sit on it too much. It shuts down the receptors in your hamstrings and your ass, which are the most athletic muscles you have in your body. So it's like it takes you out of being able to fight back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not an athletic monster anymore. You're more of a society-based human
You're subdued
being.
by sitting too long.
Society. So it's like you forget who you are. You forget about or you're supposed to forget about that. But damn, that got me off topic.
I've never heard that, but I would completely agree with that. I feel like
when you take your pants off and you're butt naked, your body gets to go because these muscles connect from here to here and here to here, and it's like your in between muscles are really like the hinge muscles, the movement, all that. It kind of gets fucked up because your body starts thinking like out of sight, out of mind.
That's what I'm saying.
When your draws are over here, it's like your body will think up to the abs, but it'll forget about the bottom abs.
Yes,
you have two bottom abs right above your shit. People always forget about that. Those are motherfucking tilly muscles you can get in, you can dig in there.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. When I have underwear on, I don't even have the right range of motion because I'm walking
weird,
and I have this underwear on, so I'm obviously trying not to stretch it or move it or rip it or whatever. Like I'm just walking at a different way than I would be if I didn't have the underwear on.
Exactly,
I got more range of motion.
It puts like even if you can push past it, and it's not nothing that's gonna like make you where you don't make a big stride, but just that small amount of like tension makes you not push past it.
Yeah.
So it's like a barrier in your mind.
Yeah, you're fucking your body up.
I don't want no barriers, bro.
All this underwear is talking, making me gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Do your thing, my guy. That's a good look. Damn, bottom of my shoes dirty as fuck. Anything. I see you, see me, see you. I think. If that worked. All right. Hmm. Good.
That's actually the biggest downfall of free balling is peeing because
It drips on your balls.
my balls are big, but my dick's not that small. You know what I'm saying? It dribbles on your pants a little bit if you don't shake it enough. And then, like, even sometimes when you think you're done pissing and then you put your dick back in your pants, it wants to fucking give a little extra spurt. And then it's all, you have nothing to protect you from the pee.
So when you do things like that, like, obviously, you're not going to just think that someone else has the same dribble piss as you. So you're in the bathroom, like, just dribbling piss, and you're like, fuck, I wonder if there's nigga things that I'm just weird, or things that I'm like, that my fucking dick is fucked up, or maybe like he thinks I have an STD, but I don't. I'm just pissing weird, I guess, today. Or like, I know before, back in the day, like when I would smoke a lot and I wouldn't eat, but I would drink, it's like my pee would come out super, super like dark.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, I would feel this like dehydrated squirt piss.
Yeah.
Thing. It kind of like dribbles out. And then it was like,
that's it. Yeah.
then you sit there for a second. It's like, now you start pissing a stream and you're like, well, what the fuck? And then it dribbles. You're like, all right, I'm done. And then it pisses a stream. You're like, yo, what the fuck going on?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what, I want to know what actually does that. Like, is that because you're smoking?
My best
like
guess, like when weird things happen with my body and I try to analyze what's going on, I'm thinking about like, what did I eat? What have I done today? What did I work out? Did I not? My best guess is like dehydration. So you're not really peeing as much as you can be peeing. So it's like not if the hose wasn't all the way filled up with water. Like if it's all the way filled up with water, you turn it on, it's just gonna shoot water.
Yeah.
If not, it's got like air pockets. You know what I mean? It's gonna get. You know what I mean? Like I think dehydration is the biggest part, and then I would also guess that like some sort of cramping in the muscles goes along with it, because like maybe your muscles in your stomach are fucked up and it's pushing on one thing a little bit too much or something like that. I think that's why also dehydration and cramping go hand in hand.
I see what you're saying. That gives me a couple thoughts I'm gonna dive into when I get back to a computer.
You know?
As I'm thinking about this, I don't want to like spoil too much, but I have been working on some different, I guess, certificates to get myself into a different position to learn and like, I guess, like manage myself.
Yeah.
And maybe even manage others. Do like some sports agent shit where I can sit down in the room and like actually go back and forth on the arguments or the negotiations, whatever you want to call it. But if I was to say like, hey, I'm helping like a DJ out. Now I'm starting to get them gigs and I'm starting to like try to get them booked and get them blown up a little bit and get a little bit more pop. And I know that certain people in the city do certain things. Like, what would be your best advice for someone that's trying to help out a good DJ get his name out, or what would be something that a DJ could do himself to get himself out? Like, would he have to reach out to y'all? Is that even a thing? Do DJs reach out to each other and be like, hey, what's up? Like, how could I get put on? Or like, what's the vibe on that? I've always thought about that, and I'm actually starting to work into this certain situation where I'm throwing parties and stuff. I need to figure that out.
Okay. I mean, my biggest advice for like an up and coming DJ is just going out, and especially going out to the places that you aspire to play at.
Okay.
You want to be in that bitch all the time. You want to listen to the music that they're playing in there so you understand the room. You want to see how the crowd reacts to certain songs. You want to see, the managers. You want to introduce yourself. Everyone's going to kind of blow you off at first. Everyone's going to kind of brush you off at first. But the more that you show up, the more that people start to realize, like, okay, this dude's serious. We're in an industry where we see so many people constantly, and there's a million people that just come out and, like, things don't go their way. They shake hands with the guy that they came out to shake hands with, and things don't go their way, and they get salty about it, and then they're fucking on Twitter complaining about gatekeepers and this and that or whatever, blah blah blah. But, like, the reality is, you got to really be out there. One time's not enough. One time's not enough for anything. Yeah. What have you done one time that's it? My work here is done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
Get it.
You got to be in that bitch. Motherfuckers need to know who you are. You need to know who they are. You need to introduce yourself to the DJs. You need to get in there. And
so just same approach you do anything, like shark that shit, be in there and
not even shark it.
Well,
like,
I'm saying, like you got to be there. So if something ever goes and, like, a DJ doesn't show up and you're there, it's like, yo, hey, can you DJ? It's like there's your fucking go.
Yeah, all of my best first times at a gig at a spot, like the first time I played El Jefe, Chicago was a place I wanted to play. I've been looking forward to this. It's such a fun room. I'd love to play here. First time I got the opportunity was because this other DJ was too drunk, and they hit me up. I'm in there all the time. They know I'm not working constantly. I'm still coming up. I'm still looking for gigs. They hit me up. I came in, filled in, did a good job, and now I'm, like, part of the team a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
That's lit.
But
and that's also something that people needed to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes people just need that little bit of reassurance on, like, hey, bro, you need to still go out, because they'll go out and they're like, the worst thing, like, it's hard to explain because, like, I've never necessarily let myself experience this too much, but the worst thing about going out is when you don't know nobody and you just go out and you're just kind of standing there, and especially in these bottle service clubs, bro, standing or walking around is so, like they build the bar to be fucking awkward for people that are walking around.
Want you to be uncomfortable.
They want you to be uncomfortable as fuck. So you're just in there just like, fuck, dude. I don't have nowhere to sit. I don't have nowhere to go. And these bitches are looking at me. I ain't got no money on me today. Like, I have money, but I don't want to spend it. I got bills this week. Like, like, certain people, especially when they're going out and they're not, like, of the industry or look a certain way or are of a certain genre of, athlete, etc., whatever, they're not going to get no real clout walking around. I bet it's, like, super scary for them to be in that room. So I'm just trying to think, like, what could I do? What could I say?
I mean, as a DJ, you have a little bit of an upper hand on that situation because you can go kick it with the other DJ in the DJ booth. Like, I learned a lot of everything that I've learned from just sitting in the back of the booth watching.
Yeah, and I will say a good DJ culture, I will say I see that too. Like, it's always like if a DJ comes in, they usually go up to the DJ booth, even if they don't know you. They're like, yo, what's good, bro? I'm a DJ. It's nice to meet you, bro. It's pretty sick. I'm going to listen to your set. Yeah. Type shit. Yeah, I understand that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go out with the, like what should get you out of the house is the intent of going and networking and, like,
just having a
building
good time,
relationships and shit.
Yeah.
But don't let that be your main focus when you're in the club. Like, once you're there, sink into the environment, have a good time, be fun. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just strictly in there on some business shit, hey, I'm here, like, what's going, you're like, you're kind of annoying. Like, you want to get there with that mindset. You want to have that mindset bring you there, relax, but then just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself, this and that. And there's also a lot of like new DJs. There's a lot of, like, bartenders that become DJs, managers that become DJs, promoters that become DJs, new people in the scene, and then they get kind of salty if, like, the other DJs don't really, I guess, respect them the way they feel like they should be. Like a lot of people are salty, like, hey, I'm a DJ now, like, what's up? Let me join the club type shit, And there's, like...
But I understand that 100% because I'll say the bartenders in the bartending world, like, a lot of people try to come, and it's really hard to be a guy bartender. Like, not for me, I don't even want to start on that point. With with being a guy bartender, it's hard to go and get like new jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to go somewhere and like present yourself unless you have a name built already for you.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, I was basically raised in this industry and everyone knows me. So
Yeah.
I can go wherever I want and I know my shit. But if you go somewhere and then you have a bartender come on and he used to be just a door guy or like a security guard and he comes into bartending, but he's like not putting nothing up. And in the DJ world, I would say it's like you got to get the crowd spending money. You get the crowd spending money. You get the crowd going where they want to come back next week, where the people that came back last Saturday come back this next Saturday.
Yeah.
You did your fucking job. And now you stack 10,000 to 12,000 in sales. Like, bro, hey, we made more money tonight because you fucking played.
Yeah.
That's like the strategic thing. But if a DJ's coming in, for one, you're not bringing nobody in. You're kind of playing all right music and you're not really benefiting the bar. And then people aren't saying like you're a badass DJ. Like, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but I'm not trying to involve myself with a DJ that's not as good.
Yeah.
And as a bartender, I'm not trying to break bread with you when you're only putting up 200 of tips and I'm putting up 800.
Yeah.
That ain't fucking working for me.
Yeah. You gotta
know
earn your seat. You gotta earn your place.
Everyone's always like salty right now. And I see that happen in the DJ world. And I'm like, it's happening in the boxing world as well. Like boxing and DJs, like those are the two things right now that everyone's just like magically becoming. Oh, you're a boxer. Oh, I'm a DJ.
Yeah, Jake Paul kind of set it off for everyone, even though he is legit. A lot of people say he's definitely legit.
Don't get me wrong.
That crossover has inspired so many other people who maybe shouldn't be doing it.
That's
you know?
a good thing to be inspired and to be pushed to do something more, but don't chase someone else's dreams when it's not even nowhere remotely to your own.
Yeah.
Just because you want to tap into clout and you've never had, like some people just never got no bitches and we never had these experiences. So they want to do whatever. Like, bro, I know a dude, quote unquote, in a way kind of went gay and kind of came out of gayness and then was like, what the fuck?
I'm right here, man. You could just say my name, bro.
But it was on the sense of like he just wanted to be around bitches and it was just like attention and then power and like he felt like he was in power and he was always being attentive and like they were all being attentive to him and he was cared about and all these things and then he realized that, you know, I really don't fuck with this shit and this is something I'm not happy with doing.
Yeah.
But I was doing it because the influence of like being around women.
Yeah, like chasing so that clout, getting that
no matter how it is,
recognition.
it's like however you can get it, they're gonna get it. And sometimes if you don't snap out that shit, it'll take you down a dark road.
And that's also the thing about switching over to an industry, like a bartender becoming a DJ or someone becoming a boxer or whatever, someone being a bartender, whatever it is, like that initial switch over, you're never going to get the support from the jump. And that's better for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some participation trophy type shit. If
you don't want a participation trophy. You want to work hard for your shit.
Right. You want to earn it. And like from everything you said about, you know, the DJs making sales better and all that, that's all true from like a business standpoint, but more from like a DJ love of the game, like creative standpoint. You just started. And that's cute, and I'm glad that you think that this is your passion and shit, but until it really does become your passion and you can give a piece of yourself through your new art form, like that's when you'll start getting respect.
Like, are you
know what I'm
actually
saying?
an artist, not just a DJ?
Or even
in your way.
Even
what's artist that paints his picture through DJing.
Yeah, but or even like, what's your thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a new DJ who's trying to find their brand, whatever. Like, when you find your brand, when you find yourself, even if it's not DJ related, even if it's like back in the day, my whole entire brand was based off of the send nude sticker and like being an internet clout chasing dude. And then I was like trying to book DJ gigs off of that, but I could DJ. Everyone was always shocked when I started DJing and it was like, oh shit, like you actually know how to DJ. And I'm like, yes, I know how to fucking DJ. I was just doing this shit to try and get the clout so I could fucking be here. You know what I mean? Like that was my voice. And it's not like on some creative shit or whatever, but it's like, oh, okay, you start getting respect. People are like, okay, I see you grinding. I see you doing your own thing. You're in your own lane. You're doing, you know what I mean? Like once you become that, once you find your voice is when the real motherfuckers who you're trying to get respect from will give you the respect that you deserve now. You know what I mean? It's like, cool, welcome, but like, what do you? I'm supposed to roll out the red carpet for you just because you're in the same industry as me now. You know what I mean? Like, what do you bring to the table? What do you have? It's funny that I'm wearing a hat that says I bring nothing to the table.
Yeah, that's cute. There's it's crazy like how much on the internet you have done though, because when I was in DC, I had a client I was working with, and he was just out of nowhere was like, yeah man, I watched your podcast. And I was like, you follow me on Instagram? He was like, nah, I follow Strategy. And I was like, what the fuck? He was like, yeah, I've been following him since Chicago. I used to go out and like all the time, and I remember he was DJing, so I just ended up following him. And he was like always the guy that was like that guy that was out there DJing that could fuck the bitches that you think he couldn't, or
yeah, that was literally like my whole
chubby
brand.
DJ that was like, I fuck bitches and I party hard, and you know, I'm naked 24/7, get with it or not, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy. And he was like, yeah bro, like I watch his shit like all the time. I was like, all the way in DC, like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, wow, like this is crazy how everything's connected too.
Yeah, it's dope. I actually just 2 days ago got my Snapchat account disabled. I think they permanently banned me, but that was like the last standing social media account I had from back in the day with like a bunch of followers who fucking were looking for the naked bitches and shit, you know. And they finally, Snapchat caught up, bro. They hopped on the meta train. They're on that censorship shit. Deleted my account, but it kind of feels good. It kind of feels like a rebirth.
Yeah,
it feels like that last
like that,
piece
bro,
of me is
like,
dead.
Man, that kind of happened to me, in a way, and I was not mad at it because I was already trying to figure out how to fucking get out of this shit.
Right, yeah.
And then because I'm not trying to be a douche lord, you know what I mean? Like there's a certain level of like, give me attention that you can do without looking like a douche lord. I'm definitely not trying to do that, and it was getting to that point where I was gonna have to like keep one up in myself in ways. And it was mainly like just with girls, and I was like, bro, I'm not trying to do all this shit. And then I got deleted, and when I got deleted, it was like, okay, fuck, I don't have to worry about no one else finding this shit.
Yeah,
it's gone forever now.
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah, it's
like,
it's weird because like you know, doing a scratch routine with a naked girl behind you who's got your stickers over her titties is going to get you hundreds of thousands of views more than it would if it was just you doing a scratch routine with no naked girl.
100%.
And that's just how social media works. That's the algorithm, right? Like that's what the horny little motherfuckers on there want to see. But then that's the shit that gets you deleted. So it had always been a battle with myself where it was like, if I do something with this naked girl, it's going to propel my name so much further than it would without it. So let me just, why not lean into that? I always leaned into that. You gotta
be very strategic. You got to understand like the criteria of where the social media is at, where the society's at, where the propaganda's at. And you have to understand like what the narrative or the agenda they're trying to push is going on. So if you can tap into that and you are pushing whatever narrative they want pushed, you're not going to get banned no matter what you're saying.
Right.
It's when you start going against the grain is when your shit's cashed out. Like, you got to be very strategic with how you are. If you want to make it, I tell people all the time, like, yo, take your fucking ego out of it. Take your pride out of it. Do what has to be done to get to a certain level. Then level the fuck out. You're going to probably, you know, if you get to level 12, when you chill, you'll probably go to level 8. Okay, then you just chill at level 8, and now you're at level 8. You're not level 1 no more.
Yeah.
So now you have a house, car, whatever. Now live your life and talk whatever shit you want. But you're not gonna get whatever you want talking all that shit while you're on the grind.
Right.
Unless you're on some Conor McGregor type shit. You know, you have to be in certain pathways, and when you get on the pathway, then you start talking shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lot of these people don't understand.
You got to have the fuck you money before you can say fuck you.
In certain ways, yes and no, though, because I could definitely tell Steve, bro, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about your money, because I know as being at the bottom is the same as being as a billionaire. Yeah. The only thing is the in between is when you get stuck here trying to get there. It's like that's when you lose your life. You get caught in the rat race. That's why they say like homeless guys are always like so fucking like not the crackhead homeless. I'm talking about the ones that you start talking to on the side of the street. They start rocking you with knowledge. You're like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? Like they're like the closest thing to like, I guess, freedom in a way, because they do whatever the fuck they want. And then billionaires get to do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
when you
right,
get stuck in a rat race, you know what I mean? You're not doing what you want. So I
you're
can
always
tell
working
someone,
for that next check. You're not doing what you want. You're
stuck. You're a
doing
slave
what you
to it.
want is in the distance. You're trying to crawl to it.
Exactly, and you're never gonna get something you're chasing.
Right.
Ever. So it's like I could definitely tell someone, fuck you, fuck your money, and fuck everything you come with. I'm cool with going to the beach and doing my thing, but like you got to really be about that.
Okay, yeah.
If you're still trying to get to the next level, like you can't tell the next level, fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, now you ain't going.
Right.
You know, it's like, all right.
Yeah, I feel that. And a lot of times, like, leveling up includes leaving people on the bottom level that you're trying to come off of.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just what it is. There's some people that, as much as you want to fucking give them a helping hand and bring them up with you, they don't understand. They're not on the same page. They're not trying. They're not even like really doing the things that it takes to get to that level. So it's like, I can't. How long am I supposed to stand here holding your hand? You know,
as my family or whatever you want to call like my certain circle with the certain people I grew up with, you know, going through this last, I guess, like metaphysical phase I've been through, whatever, like in the lab, you know, you get back to seeing like, damn, you know, you start reflecting, thinking like, I really been spending all my money and all my time, all my resources, all my love, all my compassion, all my energy on other people that weren't grateful, that took it for granted. You know, you got to think $20 here, $20 there, $20 here, $20 there. Every time we eat 3-4 times a day. That's $80 a day. I'm paying for you out of my own pocket. Now again, like I'm paying people's rents. I'm paying people to do things. I'm trying to send you to school. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm doing all these things for all these different people. And I started reflecting like, damn, if I would have done 1/10 of that for myself, I would be able to help all those people in those ways.
right?
You know, like, but these people, they don't necessarily always see what's going on until afterwards. You know, the growth phase is crazy because you start helping someone grow, and I've known this from like just straight experience in the real world, like multiple people, man and woman both. You start helping a man out, you start helping a woman out, and you really get them up off their feet, and you really get them like going and moving and teaching them things and like putting them onto a new world. If you teach them enough, and like you kind of create a monster. Because then they look at you at a different way because you knew them before you created the new monster, and they don't want no one knowing what they were, who they were. And now it's kind of like a resentment. And then once that resentment goes, they can come back around to learn again. But it's a cycle. They will always resent you. That's why girls will always break up when they're with a good guy, when they go through these phases, because they grow, but they grow to this place where now they resent you. But they resent you because you know the truth. I don't want to be around you because you know the truth. The truth hurts. The truth's hard.
Right.
So now you're stuck in this fucking revolving pattern of like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like biting the hand that feeds you, kind of.
And it kind of naturally happens through the resentment if you don't understand it. If you don't understand it, it'll be like this weird relationship that'll happen, or there's some random karmic relationship or whatever kind of happens. You'll kind of learn situations from it, but that it's like, it's just the truth of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you talked about dating women for a second there.
Okay, yeah.
I want to talk more about that.
Okay, let's get on it.
Because I'm out here looking for love. You know what I'm saying?
Are you looking for love?
I'm out here looking. Let me tell you what I'm really out here looking for. I don't know that I know that there's a single word that represents what I'm looking for.
Unity.
Unity could be it, but what you got?
I'm not even gonna ask that question.
Ask whatever you want.
No. That's not. I was just no. That I like the tattoo.
Thank you.
I was just making sure this and that was a scab.
Yeah, it's still scabbing. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not chlamydia
Nah.
or gonorrhea.
It
You
looked
know,
like-
you
it
have
looked
anything to be
It
scared
looked like
of.
you might have like dookied on the toilet seat.
No, no, yeah, no, you're good. It's
I
a
was like,
scab.
bro,
It's a scab.
bro,
It's
we
a
gotta,
scab.
I gotta get that off of you, my guy. It's a bacterial infection.
I'm looking for. I don't want to say like submission to society, because that's not really it. But like, I feel like I'm not like, okay, all the people that I love the most in the world, like my boys since I was in kindergarten, since I was in 3rd grade, my boys that I still talk to this day, that are like, I feel like are a part of me, helped me
Build
become
you,
the
yeah.
man who I am.
Yeah.
My brother,
Yeah.
even my homies out here that I like, that I love, that I have very select few people that I've met in the last 3 years here that I like and would really say are my boys.
Yeah.
Everybody's in this nice relationship, right? And that's kind of what it is when you grow up. You grow up and you find a partner, and then like that's like the next step of life. I feel like you can hit a ceiling where you've done everything. You could do it all. You've done everything. But if you don't have a kid, you don't get to unlock that next level of giving what everything that somebody and everybody has given you.
Being a fucking man, bro.
Being a man,
Yeah.
giving what people have given you that brought you success, passing that on to somebody, like a legacy, you know, like I feel like having a kid is really a huge part of life, right?
My brother having a kid really showed me that is becoming a man. Like you're a man, but you ain't a fucking man yet.
I
Like,
mean,
you don't have those hormones.
yeah,
going through your body
something
yet.
unlocks in your
It
brain.
does.
Like
It
you're
does.
now you're not the most important person.
I asked you a question. Have you ever got a girl pregnant?
No.
No. Okay. So, this horrible situation, but wipe all that. I got a girl pregnant once, and we were gonna have a baby. Complications happened. Blah blah blah. But when she got pregnant, I used to put my head on that baby, on her stomach, and just
Yeah,
what I'm talking about? The baby ain't even built yet. They ain't even created them. But I'm talking about I was tapped into something. Like,
yeah.
I had a dream. It was a girl. Like, all kinds of things, bro. Like, and it was wild because I was training. I was fighting. I was about to start doing some things with that as well. And during my training, I remember, like, bro, I got a lot of stuff I had data for everything. I lost it all in the fire, but like, bro, I had data for everything I did. And during those times, bro, I was going crazy, bro. I started feeling like, man, I had this strength inside my fucking palm. I felt like I could crush rocks.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet.
You just feel like a man. And then when the baby passed, bro, it took 2 years. Have you ever woke up out of bed and you felt like your fingers were noodles and you started squeezing them and they're like really wet?
Yes.
Like, it was just like you can't grab
You don't
them.
have the strength
You don't have
to
nothing.
close your fist.
Bro, that is how my career has been off. I have been feeling like that until probably like 3 weeks after my last fight.
Okay.
So now I'm starting to get back like into this place where, like, yo, you don't understand, bro. I've been fighting like wet noodles, bro.
Right.
I felt like I have no power at all. I felt like crying every day type shit because of that. And it was like, you get to this point where now you get that feeling back or you get that power back. But I've experienced when you're about to have a child, these hormones release in you, bro. And I was cutting people off left and right, bro.
Yeah.
And it was all about this. I don't give a fuck what I got to do, bro. I will bulldoze the mountain down.
Right. Yeah.
And it was so crazy, bro. I was gone.
Your priority switches. Like, I fucking sit around all day and my mind is turning and I'm worrying about myself. I'm worrying about what am I going to do next? How am I going to get the next best gig? How am I going to make this podcast blow up? How am I going to do this for me? Why is my brain thinking this way? Why am I in my head so much? Me. And I just got to imagine when you have a kid, all that shit's them. There's no longer you, me. No, it's like I have something so much more precious to think about.
A lot of people these days aren't ready to even give that a thought of, like, are they even ready to do that? It's like scary, but it's not fucking scary, bro. That's not scary. That's in your DNA.
Yeah.
You know?
And I just feel like I need to find the right person. I'm finally in the mindset of like,
Or you want to have a child.
I want to have a child, but I'm not like trying to have a child next week. I'm thinking
I get what you're
I
saying,
need I need to put the right things in place for me to have a child. I need to find a woman that I want to have a child with. You know what I mean? I'm not just trying to get any girl pregnant unless her dad has enough money.
That's easy. But
I'm that's where my head's at. I'm like, I also just I want someone.
But
when
as a man,
I go to all
you
these,
have to be strategic, because you can't just go out here and like, literally, because the bitches we know, you ain't turning one of these bitches no housewife.
No, that's what I'm saying. I need to
don't even fucking try, bro.
I need to get out of this world more. I need to start like it's not gonna just happen. Like just because I want it, just because that's where I'm at now, that's where my headspace is now, and I'm like, I want that. You have to
literally find a woman that is on her shit on her own, and you're not gonna come across her when your vibrations and your frequencies of what you do already are in these dark ass areas. Like your vibration is in certain times of the day. You know, your heartbeats are off, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. All these things that trickle down affect the vibration of your body and how you are and where people are and where you go, where they go, what your thoughts are, where their thoughts are. You're not even going to come across these motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you got to switch some shit up. And then, like, these are the things that I show people in real life. This is why I charge what I charge. And some people don't know that, bro. I would charge you $3,500 for a fucking week if I'm really at your house and and if you really got money and you're talking about changing your life and I'm making your food and I'm changing your whole life, bro. This is forever. You're never gonna forget this thing. What I teach you, how I teach you to fight, how I teach you to defend yourself, you're never gonna forget that either. So it's like when you think about these women, you got to think about yourself and where you're at. If you aren't, like, you could want to be here, but are you there?
That's what I'm saying.
So you got to work on yourself, and once you're there, you'll see that, okay, now the vibration of my body is giving off the effect where now that woman is going to either just vibrate into my life organically, or I will see her because our pathways will pass, and I am going to have to step out of my comfort zone and go walk up to her and approach her in a formal manner, and not instead of like, hey, yo, bitch, what's good? Like,
you want some tequila?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, you want to
take a shot?
You know what I'm saying? Closet, ooh, ding, ding, ding. No, like, you have to be like, hey, like, I was just thinking in my head and I was just running numbers. Like, I might not ever see you again.
Right.
So I wanted to approach you, and I hope that you don't understand that this isn't, I hope that I'm not being weird, but I really wanted to approach you and tell you, like, I think you're awfully beautiful, XYZ, whatever. This is my name.
Yeah.
I know society's painting weird pictures right now, but if you're down to like get lunch or even just meet up here again one day, like, I see you come to Local Foods, I come to Local Foods, we could even just eat a sandwich together one day. Like, I'd be down to just even meet you and just like learn who you are and just be cool with that. I don't even get your number. Just like meet me here again Tuesday at 12.
Yeah.
And if you don't, cool. But if you do next week, I'll be here at 12.
Yeah.
And you let her fucking decide. And the next thing you know, you meet her, and then something organically will come from that. Or go do things in the world that you think that girl that you want would be doing. Oh, you think a pottery class. You want your bitch to be like, okay, a fucking pottery
yoga,
class.
all that good stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Or,
that's what I'm saying. I need
some of your girls.
I have my first female friend that I've ever had in my life. We have a podcast, actually. It's on patreon.com/PWS called 6.5. We dated for like a week, 2 weeks, something like that.
She's kind of fine.
She's kind of fine.
I think I know you're talking about. She's kind of fine.
She's kind of fine. Her name's Julia.
I think.
Great girl. Incredible. Like, I really enjoyed spending time with her.
She's like kind of funny.
She's funny, yeah.
She's funny, yeah. I see how y'all were vibing.
Yeah.
She seemed funny. I don't know her.
We were dating, hanging out. We were talking this and that, and like, I enjoyed spending time with her. She enjoyed spending time with me. But then after like a week and a half, we were both like, yo, this is not going anywhere. Like, I don't want to be with you like that. And she felt the same way. And then we were like, cool, let's just be friends. And I've never had like I don't have a sister. I don't have like female friends. So I'm like trying to understand females better through having an actual acquaintance. You know what I'm saying? Like an actual friend that can help me.
I tell all my friends, every I almost said bitch. Excuse me. Every girl that you come across or
Yeah.
women, don't look at them like some hoe that you could fuck. Like look at them as a woman or like a human. Don't even see them as a woman, like, because then you start to get into this lust factor or whatever that could be or can be. Look at people like humans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a human. You're a human. I don't give a fuck. I'm on my shit. You're on your shit. That's why, like, I try to like sister these girls all the time and like try to help them with their shit. What you got going on? Yeah, if you need help, just let me know. Just text me. I'll do whatever I can. Blah blah blah. And then you just put these parameters on it. And then next thing you know, you got, a girl coming over because she wants to learn how to DJ. Now you got this bitch that you're building up, and now she's gonna be a badass DJ, and she's gonna, now you're gonna put her on the gigs, and now she's gonna start making money, and now she's gonna be one of your best friends because you put her on.
And I tell her
things,
and I teach her that DJing with your shirt on is like having sex with a condom, right?
Yeah,
you gotta take your shirt off if you
like,
really want to connect with the crowd.
Here's what you want to do, and you want to bang. You show her the real shit. Like, I'm not trying to be like sexually like.
No,
like,
I'm kidding.
I'm not in a certain way. You want to be, just how the bartenders are. Be out there doing your thing, like Charlie Jordan type shit.
Yeah, I was fucking around.
But anyways, like, you build a girl up like that, or even help a girl, or just befriend a girl. Her friends will start being just like fresh bait, bro. And I don't only want to look at it like that, but that's how people.
It's just how it is. It's
that's
just what
they
happens,
like.
yeah.
These are like certain things people do, but just it's not gonna be hard for you to find it. It's just you can't expect a woman to be very comfortable with your lifestyle, being in the club as much as you are,
and especially the strip club.
Especially the strip club.
It's like the club is like it's on the line. You're like, you could make it, you could maybe make it work, but the strip club, I'm like.
But then again, like,
it's rough.
It's just the late hours. Like, women, and in all reality, I know that women 9 times out of 10, they don't give a fuck how much money you make. They don't give a fuck what you do. They just care to really spend quality time with you. And then if you get to that point where you've already spent the quality time, now it starts getting to the position of like, how much money you got, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's like right now, I don't think you could spend that quality time with these women because you fly back and forth and then you're always doing things. But I tell women all the time, you either want a broke dude or you want a busy dude that ain't broke. You know what I mean? It's like one or the other.
Yeah. They usually choose the broke dude.
Well, he's around. He can hit on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and give her what she wants. Like,
every woman that I've fantasized about in Houston is currently pregnant from a security guard.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Almost.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I can't stop trying to make jokes.
I just had,
but
like,
this is
10 girls in my head just go.
This has been an incredible episode, as the first one was, and like, it's just what it is. We connect. We definitely connect. We share a lot of the same thoughts and lifestyle, and you're a good dude, and I enjoy talking to you, and it's always great to have you on, and I appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You know what it is.
What else you got? You got anything coming up? You got
I'm just working on throwing some parties and events, doing some things at a shop bar, just kind of do some shit in the Midtown. No one's really out in Midtown anymore, so we're trying to bring a new like little pop over there.
Okay.
Me and Drillin are really amping up different things, looking for bartenders to come in, throw different parties on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We're just gonna start doing different things.
Okay. I like that.
Throw an event. I don't want to give too much details, but we're looking to throw an event like a big party bash type thing.
Yeah, let's
probably gonna have a couple different DJs, some cool shit. And then fighting. Looking to have another fight very soon. It's just, like I said, I've been going through a lot of changes in my mind and my mental, my spiritual, my body, everything. So I've been in the lab, and now when I come back out, I'll be able to present myself in the format that I wanted to. Like you say, as a DJ, you got to find yourself, and you got to be able to present yourself through your music. I was very frustrated because I wasn't being able to present myself through my art in the ring when it all was said and done. Like in training, I could do it, and in sparring, I could do it, going in and out of like random fights and do it. But then when you get to the real ring in front of all these people, it was like I was kind of slipping
world,
up a little bit, So I had to fix that bullshit before I went back in it. So, yeah, man, just say I'm happy to be here. Shout out to the podcast. We here, 101.
Let's go, champ.
But yeah,
if you need help or want any insight or anything on throwing a party, or want to maybe if you guys get it in the books and you want to hop on a pod with someone else and promote it,
Definitely gonna
throw
do that.
a girl in a bikini in the middle here, get some good views, and you can tell them about the party.
We're gonna do all that. We're gonna need you to pull up.
Let
and
me
do
know.
your thing.
All right, I'm in. Thank you guys.
Dudes.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, definitely, for sure. Let's not forget about that. Algorithm activating activities, that's what we like to see here. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Hey, peace.